Well, friends, there ain't no denying that our political system, especially that Republican Party, has taken a turn towards the harsh and punitive as of late. Impeachment resolutions are breaking records, and they're wielding that formal censure like it's going out of style. Members of Congress are getting the boot from their committees left and right. It seems like folks are realizing where this is all heading, and just the other night, the House took a moment to cool things down a bit. They tried to give old Representative George Santos, Republican New York, the boot for his shenanigans and censure Representative Rashida Tlaib, Democrat Michigan, for her words about Israel, but both those plans fell through. Surprisingly, a good number of folks from the other party helped put a stop to it. 46 House Democrats either said nay to expel Santos or stood their say-in at present. That left the vote nowhere near the two-thirds needed to kick him out, not even a simple majority. Over on the Tlaib censure, 23 Republicans went and crossed the party lines to bury it. That did the job, even though the Republicans run the joint and it only needed a plain old majority. Seems like folks are treading a mite more cautiously on these matters compared to what we've seen lately. Democrats tried to send Santos packing back in May, but the House GOP leaders decided to send the issue to the House Ethics Committee instead. Nearly all Democrats said no way to that, except for 7 who said present. But just the other day, some of them Democrats who opposed sending it to the Ethics Committee turned round and said no to expel Santos, claiming they want to give that ethics process and Santos's criminal case a fair shake. The committee says they'll make some kinda announcement around November 17th. As for Tlaib, who went and accused Israel of genocide and blamed them for a hospital boom in Gaza that the US government says they didn't do, the House seems to be taking a step back. Not so long ago, nearly every House Republican voted to censure Representative Adam B. Schiff, Democrat California, for his comments about Donald Trump and the Russian interference investigation. Not a single Republican went against it, and just 6 said present. Back in 2021, when the Democrats were in charge, they censured Representative Paul Gosar, Republican Arizona, for putting up a video with some violence against Democrats, and all them Democrats voted for it, along with 2 Republicans. Now, some of them 23 Republicans who killed the Tlaib censure expressed some concerns about punishing her speech, even though they find it downright disagreeable. They're saying a censure is a tool we ought to use with care. Free speech means protecting even the speech you don't like, they're saying. Some of their problems with the Tlaib resolution ain't just about free speech but about the way it's written. They're claiming it's loaded with heavy words and falsely says Tlaib was lead in an insurrection by protesting with them pro-Palestinian folks at the U.S. Capitol complex. Now that there's a load of baloney, they're saying it's a flawed resolution with unverified claims. But all in all, it seems the concerns are mostly about not wanting to punish a member's speech. Even though Republicans all but sang the same tune when they censured Schiff. It ain't exactly the same song, though, cause they were accusing Schiff of abusing his post as chairman of the House Intelligence Committee when he made them comments about the Russia probe. Now, if the standards really we shouldn't censure folks for speech, the House has surely raised the bar. It was set a mite lower for recent censures, including that one with Gosar. When they voted against Schiff, it caused a real ruckus on the House floor, I'll tell ya. But that don't mean the fever's broke, and it don't mean Santos won't get the boot in the end. Democrats and even some Republicans who said no might change their tune after the Ethics Committee has its say, saying they at least waited for more due process. For now, the House is taking a step back, bipartisan-like, in their quest to keep themselves in line. We'll see if it sticks around.